citizens of YouTube land.
Hey!
It's your president and your VP.
Oh, wait a second. We didn't have our normal music, Dad.
Oh, we didn't. Oh.
Well, you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
It's time for a Flintstones movie.
A Flintstones Christmas Carol, which is the next installment of the 12 Days of Christmas-a-thon, guys. Premieres November 21st, 1994 via syndication. Broadcast over the next several years on Boomerang and Canada's YTV. It was bought by Turner Home Entertainment and was released on their Turner Family Classics division. This movie has Frank Welker.
Oh, hey, it's Don Messick as well.
Yep, Don Messick, B.J. Ward, Gene Vanderpyle, and Henry Corden. Those are your primary voice actors.
Sorry, I know Don Messick, and a lot of you may know him from another video we did early in the year. Please go check it out.
And one that we're going to have coming up
a pup
later
named Scooby-Doo.
this year.
A pup named Scooby-Doo. Please go check it out. It's so underrated, guys, and it needs more attention.
Yeah. Sorry to beg for views, guys, but it is what it is. We're YouTubers. That's what we do.
Duh. Nah, we're kidding.
We are kidding. But seriously, if you would like to, go check it out. It is pretty good. But getting on to this particular film, we have Fred Flintstone. He is going to be in a play, and it's going to be a prehistoric version of A Christmas Carol with, Flintstones characters. And Fred has the character of, he is going to play Scrooge in the play. Go ahead.
Okay, so one more thing before we actually get into the plot, and maybe we should have addressed this beforehand. But we saw some of the reviews for it. It actually won an award by the Family Advisory Board.
Yes,
right?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the Film Advisory Board, and it's what gives television shows their ratings.
Okay,
so it won an award from that, and it also got 2 stars out of 5 from TV Guide. And it's like, guys, you gotta understand that this film uses a dual narrative technique. If you don't know what that is, it's when a story basically tells 2 narratives within the story, like a book or a movie.
Typically at the same time.
They typically run at the same time, concurrent with each other. They usually cross paths near the end. That's how this film works.
So
you have one story that is the Christmas Carol story, and then you have another one focusing on Fred and how he's neglecting his family, basically.
Yeah. So Fred, he plays Scrooge, like I said, and there's this other lady who I forget her name already, but she's cast as the love interest of Scrooge. And guys, right off the bat, we're just going to say that this particular character is one of them girls. And if you know, then you know. We don't have to go any further in detail of what one of them girls are. So
this was that whole conversation was spurred by what I said. I can't say it here, but it was pretty funny.
It was. We know we have to clean it up because it's our YouTube channel. But yeah, he's doing a really good job, actually, of being Scrooge. So much so that
he is Scrooge.
He becomes a selfish, self-centered, entitled narcissist to the point where he
kisses the mirror, guys.
He kisses his own reflection in the mirror at one point. We're getting ahead of ourselves. He, like I said, he's practicing his lines. He's becoming Scrooge. At one point, he is forcing Barney Rubble to rehearse the lines with him while they're working on their job site, which, guys, if you don't know, for those of you who are new to Flintstones media, Fred Flintstone's job is at a rock quarry. So it actually probably takes tremendous amounts of coordination and determination and effort, none of which are on display by Fred Flintstone, by the way, because he is so wrapped up in this character. He essentially becomes Scrooge. Now, Wilma is seeing this firsthand. In fact, literally everybody in the town is, from his boss, Mr. Slade, to his best friend, Barney Rubble, to Barney's wife, to Wilma, to the police officer that pulls him over because he's in such a mad dash to get to the theater that he is speeding. And the police officer's like, Fred, you got to slow down. I'm going to let you off because I know you're in a bit of a hurry. And Fred immediately peels out and snow goes all over the police officer.
Yeah, he also even abandons his parental duties and stuff.
Yes. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's essentially child abandonment, guys. He commits child abandonment in the name of performing at a community theater, which, by the way, this is for the First Lady. It reminds me of a specific episode in Roseanne, the Thanksgiving episode. No, not the Thanksgiving episode. It's the community theater episode where Jackie gets so involved in community theater, and Roseanne's like,
it's just community theater, Jackie.
Yeah, get a grip.
Get a grip.
At the same time, you're literally telling Fred Flintstone this when you're watching this. If you're an adult, if you're a kid, it's like, hey, Fred Flintstone. But if you're an adult, you're kind of like, Fred, it's community theater. You're a rank amateur. You're never going to be anything more than this. But this dude has illusions of grandeur, He's thinking that he's going to be on Broad Rock, which is a Flintstone play on Broadway.
So that means there's a New Rock? Like New York?
I guess. I don't know.
Broad Rock is apparently, if there's Broadway, Broadway's in New York.
That's what he says. He says he's going to be on Broad Rock.
Okay,
so cool. We got a little off topic there, though. Like we said, he's in the play. He's playing Scrooge. Everybody's coming down with this mysterious illness.
I mean the bedrock bug.
Yeah. And for those of you know, because of some of our older videos, that's a reference for you guys. But anyways, everybody's coming down with this mysterious illness, the bedrock bug. It's probably actually like a stomach bug because they are making nauseous noises and whatnot.
And they're throwing up.
So literally everybody is coming down with it, especially all of the female leads and even the ones that are playing the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. Lo and behold, the stagehand also has it as well. So who does the entire production fall on? Who has to save this production? Wilma. That's who.
Yeah.
She plays every single part, and at the same time, because of the dual narrative, Fred is, as Scrooge, learning to become a better person and not be the man who he once was. And also, he is learning to become the Fred, the man that he used to be, because at one point, he sees where it's a ghost of Christmas past. And, okay. Remember what we talked about with one of them girls, right?
So she was supposed to be out there with Fred, right?
Yeah.
And then, during the scene, we see that one of them girls gets sick with the bedrock bug. And so Wilma has to take over. Yeah, Wilma has to take over, right? And then Fred's like, Wilma!
Yeah, quick side note. He immediately thirsts after Wilma as well. Immediately. He takes a look at, okay, now we're not going to fat shame or be fat phobic here, but the three women that he looks at first are undesirable. We'll just say that.
That was part of the joke, though.
I know, but it's 2023, and you know how people are. So,
yeah.
But guys, it's a Flintstones Christmas Carol movie, so get over yourselves if you guys are going to be weird about it out there.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, like I said, he immediately thirsts after Wilma, and he's like, Wilma, I thought it was going to be that other one. And she's like, oh, you don't want to do the love scene with me? And she stomps on his foot, and she starts dancing with him. And Wilma has the streak of a rhinoceros.
And he keeps up messing his own lines, too, because he's like, you're light on your feet, Wilma. I mean, Belle.
Yeah. And she, like I said, she has the streak of a rhinoceros because she grabs Fred and they're dancing. And she's hurling him around, swinging him about, and swings him so hard that he goes back first into the chimney. And yeah, so, but at the same time, Wilma is starting to see that Fred is becoming a better man too. And to kind of sum this up, because this is a really kind of brief one anyway, guys. It clocks in at an hour and 9 minutes?
Yeah, an hour and 9 minutes.
To sum it all up, he does, in fact, change his ways. And Wilma's like, oh, you're just saying that because the script says that you say it. And then he's like, no, we can talk about it. And you can even bring your mother over.
And guys... and then she's like, you really mean it, Fred? He's like,
now I'm just joking
here. It's like, broski, Fred, you already made one mistake.
We're just
and that's
joking
inviting
here,
the mother.
Exactly.
You don't invite your mother-in-law.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, I do, in fact, love my mother-in-law and everything, and his grandma. And we're just joking here, but you know the trope that you never invite the in-laws. So, yeah, everything wraps up. Everybody lives happily ever after. Roll credits. Done. So, final score for this one, 4 out of 5. What say you?
Just a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, if you've never seen this one, guys, you can check it out on Tubi. It's available on VHS. It's available on DVD. It's available on, like, Cartoon Network, I think, streaming service maybe. So there's...
It's available on Boomerang.
Yeah, so there's all these different sources where you guys can go out and check it out. It is what it is, right? It's a Flintstones Christmas Carol, but it's fun. And there's a lot of heart, and you can tell that the voice actors had a tremendous time doing this. And you get the classic, reuse of the Hanna-Barbera moving animation that is in literally every single Hanna-Barbera cartoon known to mankind. But that's a good thing, because you're watching a Hanna-Barbera movie, and if you grew up on Hanna-Barbera, then you know what to expect, right? And adults out there with the children, yeah, feel free. You know what? You can sit them down at Christmas time. They can watch this. It's no problem. You ain't got to worry about it. There's nothing out there that's going to deter 4- and 5-year-olds from watching this, okay?
No.
So, with that being said, though, if you have seen Flintstones Christmas Carol and you believe that it is the worst Christmas Carol version of all time, well, then clearly you have not seen what's a bad version.
Oh, I can't think of any of them. You know what? How about the BBC version from a couple years back?
Then clearly you haven't seen that version, because the VP here says that it's rather dark. And, the Christmas Carol, it's a bit dark, but it's supposed to be lighthearted. You're supposed to see that this man changes his ways. So with that being said, but of course, as always, just remember, we're just 2 idiots with a webcam. Our opinions do not matter, except they actually do, because we have a YouTube show, except they actually don't. So, with that being said, stay tuned, guys, where next time it's going to be Jack Frost.
Yo.
From 1979. So, yeah, we're going further back into the past to bring the nostalgia to the present. So, until next time, guys, we'll see you then. And there's only one thing left to say, and that, of course, is...
Peace and love from Denny and Son. Bye.